My name is Kevin Jamison, and my role is Chief Executive Officer at BR International. BR International is best known as an end-to-end logistics supply chain provider. Everything from customs clearance, freight forwarding, warehousing at port of origin, warehousing at port of destination, value-added services and transportation. So each part of the supply chain we have a solution for, and we touch it and offer it to each of our customers. The overarching problems or issues that we had before coming to Win Solutions is that we had aggressively expanded our warehousing, our 3PL warehousing offering, and we had expanded our footprint from 7,000 square metres to 70,000 square metres, and we were running a legacy warehouse management system that had various limitations. It was good in our previous environment, but it wasn't scalable. The process that we had in order to overcome the issues that we had were using our legacy system, supplementing our legacy system with a whole batch of manual interventions such as Excel spreadsheets and hardwired SOPs, which just wasn't working for us. Lack of transparency, lack of real-time data that was just available for them. A system that was not getting updated regularly and not keeping pace with the changing environment, particularly headed into that COVID period where all of the retail shops, the bricks and mortar stores closed and everybody went online. It really exposed the weaknesses of our legacy system at that stage. We wanted a cloud-based system. We wanted a system where regular updates were available, not these massive updates that happen once every year or once every 2 years that happen in server-based systems. We wanted a system that had a lot of transparency, a system that could handle multiple customers in one shed, one warehouse, a system that gave an ability for our customers to go and see real-time data of their stock that was held in our warehouse. We learnt about DC metrics when we were struggling with our productivity, and James had built this product called DC metrics. It's a product that enables us to identify underproductive areas of our business. So whether it be in the setup of the stock locations, whether it be in availability of stock, whether it be in batch control, or whether it be down to an individual productivity and their pick path route, it exposed and brought the weaknesses of our current operations to the fore. There were massive reservations for any for the introduction of DC metrics or anything else into the business. The implementation of those things can often be unwieldy. The preparedness for staff to adapt to the changes and to really buy into the process. It's that whole change management, the fear of change management within a business. And sure, on one hand, you've got the possible gain, but if you get it wrong from the start, it can be a massive impulse to your business, and it can go south very quickly. The business has got a lot of moving parts, and those parts need to continue to move for all sorts of reasons. Selfishly, for our profitability and our ability to continue our operation. Our customers are relying on us every day. Our customers work darn hard and spend a lot of money to get their customers to commit. And the least that we can do is to honour that effort by providing them a fast, accurate, reliable service. Win Solutions approach this in a very inclusive and informative way. So the first thing that they did was that they picked our key drivers in terms of personnel, our key personnel that were going to implement this, and they made them comfortable with what we were doing. Of course, against that change management, the software can be as good as you like it, but if people don't buy into that change, well, then it's a waste. And Win Solutions were very, very good at educating our staff on the possibilities. If you bring something in that people assume is going to be a big brother and some sort of punitive punishment-based system, well, then people will work very, very hard to undermine it and to manipulate it and go around it. But the Win Solutions guys are very clear on that. They present it as something that gives us the opportunity to uncover all sorts of issues in our warehouse. Let's face it, most of the issues in the warehouse are not people. It's in the setup or in something environmental that's affecting people's productivity. And we presented this as a real productivity enhancing tool rather than something that was punitive or big brother. The approach that Win Solutions take is always a very, very personal approach, and that sets them apart. They are very much like our organisation. They're a very can-do attitude. They have a very can-do attitude. They're a let's do it now organisation. Let's get it done. Let's involve our people. And so it's the personal relationships that sets them out and sets them apart, and their ability to find a solution to issues. Since using DC metrics, the major metric that has changed is our relationship between labour spend and revenue generated. That has had quite a number of flow-on effects. The productivity, the service offering to our customers, and the attitude and involvement in our staff. So there's a lot of flow-on effects as well as that bottom line relationship between labour spend and revenue generated. It throws more money on the bottom line, but also particularly in this time of ever-increasing logistics costs and the emphasis that our customers have on keeping that to a minimum, we're able to stay sharp because we don't have wastage built into our system. We have a good idea of where we're spending time and what we're doing well and what we're not doing well, and where we're giving our people the best chance to succeed. The advantage that I underestimated from the start was how my staff would embrace it and how my staff would contribute to the improvements in our processes. Our staff, far from feeling that it's Big Brother looking over their shoulder, our staff feel that it's a feedback to them that when they discover things that are slowing them down in the warehouse, that when they discover inefficiencies in the warehouse, it is a black and white tool that they can point to, and jointly we can work on alleviating the inefficiencies and the redundancies in our system that creep in every now and then, regardless of how good your SOPs are, regardless of how good and how often you review your practices. These redundant activities, it's an ever-changing environment, and they continue to sneak into your business and catch you unawares. DC Metrics has initially solved a lot of products, and now it's in maintenance and continuous improvement mode, and it's an integral part of what we do, and I just can't imagine life without it again. The current project that we're working on that will further integrate DC Metrics into our daily activities is to fully integrate it with a brand new warehouse management system. We implemented the new warehouse management system 12 months ago, again through Win Solutions. That has taken us into a whole new realm that we didn't have available for us in the past. And we've been using DC Metrics on the side of that WMS, whereas we know that we have the ability to now integrate it fully and just make it one seamless system. And so that's a project that we're working on jointly with the guys from Win Solution now, and I really look forward to that being integrated and being, for all intents and purposes, being part of our WMS. I would have no hesitation in recommending DC Metrics because of the empowerment that it gives our staff, because of the ability to determine where efficiencies are possible, where better service is possible. Win Solutions were integral in making the software work because of their attitude of inclusiveness, their attitude of care in the implementation, and getting our staff to buy into the product as well. So they don't just install and run, they become part of your organisation, and they're vested in making sure that you get value for money.